All right. Well,
we should all become teachers.
I've considered it.
Mitch, become a teacher. Do it.
I've considered it, but that means I need to get back to uni and get another bit of hex debt onto me.
That's all right. You do me. You do a full year of uni and then not use it, so now you have to pay back a full year of uni, and then go study something else. You know, I did nursing for a year.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Nursing to pay back.
I was like, hang on, haven't you just been doing teaching?
Why are you guys worrying about hex debt? Like, doesn't just hex debt like come out of like your bank account like every so often, like after you've left uni?
Once you start earning a certain amount.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess who would like to? You know what? This made me think of the Misfits, because the Misfits have their pre-show where they just talk about random stuff and then they do the show.
Well, yeah. I mean, I was recording from the time I joined the call, so.
You go sign up for our Patreon. You get this weird Patreon pre-show where we talk about our payback.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
The sellouts of Patreon.
Okay.
All right. Well,
who would like to be the host of the podcast? I know.
like, is our debut episode literally going to be us like discussing how this podcast is going to work?
Could be. It'll be like a session 0 for podcast.
Yeah. Welcome everyone to the name patent intended podcast.
Name to be decided.
Whether to change the Omega objective or not.
Well, I don't think that we're going to be changing the Omega objective. It's just trying to figure out something to name the podcast.
Oh no, Omega objective podcast, sure. I don't know, it doesn't quite roll off the tongue as much.
I don't know, I've heard things like the Omega Talk, but no.
Yeah, Omega Talk, I like that.
Talk back Omega. It's like a terrible FM radio channel.
So yes, who's gonna lead
Omega
this?
Chats.
Omega Chats.
Omega Chats.
No, Omega Chats.
Not even.
Oh,
Omega Chaps. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I did say chats, but then all of a sudden my brain took over like, oh yeah, chaps. It's definitely gotta be chaps.
The
Omega
Chaps. Street ran some chap.
Ladies. Yo, what is happening, everybody? Welcome to the Omega Chaps podcast, where we talk about random crap for days.
Okay, I think Tom's the host of this one.
Oh Jesus, he's the host. Oh, this is
I mean, if you guys want me to like play the annoying guy who just spouts off like randomly and tries to interrupt everyone, I could definitely do that.
No, I realized you could do that. You do it enough in D&D. Oh, snap.
Oh, jeez. Low blow.
Ouch.
This is the.
Jeez, what enough you
Omega
back? How
Chaps
long
roast
have you been
podcast.
holding on to this?
6
You
years.
see, I would put up an offer to be the host, but I also have food here, and I kind of want to enjoy the food while being a part of conversations.
Okay, well, you slurp down
You're
your
worried that I might
sausages.
make you laugh, so long as I'm entertaining you.
Well, I mean, I can mute my mic at any time.
No. Just slurp down those salty sausages.
I'm sorry,
Yes,
I charge
all that salty goodness.
I charge $20 on OnlyFans for that.
You know what? You could probably get away with having an OnlyFans account. Let's
Yeah.
be real.
Well, I actually read something, and the creator of the OnlyFans website had no intentions of it to be used for adult purposes. It was going to be another social network.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I mean, it is in a way, I guess. You know, social network of people's private areas, but you know, it's close enough, right? Isn't that what Facebook is?
I wonder,
Maybe.
would they create profiles of their named parts?
Well,
Mm.
what the fuck?
I don't know why that came
sorry,
up.
I kind of like blacked out from it there, so I got no idea what the last couple of seconds was about.
All Tom heard was, off their parts, and it was like vaginas.
Wow.
I don't know.
Way to make me look like a creep.
Well, I mean, no one knows you in real life, so you're fine.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this goes up on a particular channel, and we know.
Well, we
people
eventually
know who
actually
we
get
are.
into video
Wow.
recordings of this, other than just podcasting.
Anyway, so we should probably discuss how we met. Now, this is going to be really easy for two of us to talk about.
Then there's me.
So, Thomas, why don't you start us off? Because you were the first one into the world, so maybe you should.
Oh my god,
start us
really?
off. How you met others.
Jesus
Good luck.
Christ.
This
You
is,
know, I
this
thought
is-
I thought we were gonna try to like keep this as clean as possible. Like, if you want to go full dirty, I'll be the clean one. But all right.
I had no intentions of making this dirty.
Yeah, nor did I.
But from what it sounded like, Sam, you're pretty much saying for Tom to tell us his life story again.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright,
I'm
okay,
sorry.
I
I'm
will
sorry.
take-
Like, for those like who like, sorry, I have no intention of like boring everyone with my whole tragic, underlined and dark backstory.
You wish. Just because
oh,
it would
woe's
have been a
me.
great story.
Is this like some strange story about that guy from The Hunchback of Notre Dame and how weird he is, or what is this?
Like the actual Hunchback?
Yeah, close enough.
What
Except
about Clayton?
close enough. Except I held the key. My bars.
Oh, that's true. Okay, so we'll talk. All right. Well, okay. I will tell Tom's
We'll
life
get
story.
there. We'll get there.
Will you now?
I will tell the portion of your life story up until my life story, which is when the world stopped and started to revolve around me. So,
Fuck's sakes. We
Middle
have,
child
we have
syndrome.
the clean and wholesome one, and then there's the one that wants it about him. What am I gonna be?
the guy who sits in the corner and butts in occasionally.
I'll be
Hashtag
here eating
Okay.
my popcorn, like just watching
Good.
creepily from the corner.
Good to know we have two of our characters set up. Now it's just Mitch's turn.
Oh yay!
So yes, Thomas was Thomas was. I was gonna be like, wait, should I just refer to you by your game tag? Who gives a fuck?
I
not
mean,
like they
go
hear
for
our
your
names.
life, Mr. Pocket.
It's not like
yes.
they hear our names in the games anyway.
Yeah, that's true. So Thomas was born on a lovely summer's night eve in the England, the motherland, not the motherland like Russia, but the motherland, as in like the Queen,
Which queen?
the only Queen that matters, motherfucker. Except for guns, guns matters.
Oh god.
I don't want to get in trouble when I go back to stream because I said that the only Queen that matters is the Queen.
The only thing that you'll need to worry about then is if you actually post the podcast link to everyone that comes and watches your streams.
Of course I will. What do you mean?
Hope you don't have any French viewers. They'd tear you to shreds.
Yeah, well, anyway, so Thomas was born in the UK. Lovely little Thomas. At a very young age, he moved to New Zealand, where his mother, my mother, birthed me. And that's how we met. There we go. That's a good story. Mitch? over
Yes,
to you.
so many twists and turns. It truly is a long and dark tale.
It is truly the epitome of the hero's journey.
Well,
Up
you
until he
see-
meets a sidekick.
You see, I'm not going to go through the whole birthing process because I didn't meet any of you from my mum. So, but I don't remember it fully. But was I the one that showed you around the primary school, Sam?
I think you might have been. I'm just
Yeah.
worried that my mic's not picking up very well. I think you might have been, yeah.
I am struggling to remember back to 6.
Because I know so initially I got there in year 2.
Yeah, you were officially there at year 2, but you came in at year 1. Like
Yeah,
you
I
came,
did.
yeah, you came into the school at year 1, which for anyone who may watch this, it's 7 for me at the time.
Yeah, 7 years old. Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, you came in, and I think the teacher, her Mrs. P, I think she asked for a volunteer to show you around, and so that I was outside and just had to show you around.
Child, come over
because
here.
because I know
The child. Alright.
excuse me, I know that I wasn't the most well behaved child, so it wouldn't surprise me if I was outside and I got told to show you around.
I mean, fair enough, but that seems not the most well-behaved child. That's a far cry from from what
I'm
you
like
eventually
every other
became.
child.
To be fair, you both weren't very well-behaved children.
Excuse
Well, yeah, I
me.
had no intentions to be good when I was young.
I only did good things.
Oh, Mr. Goody Two Shoes here.
Yep.
And then because I became friends with you in year 1, we started to have sleepovers like any kid would, which is how I met Tom, who is obviously your brother. And
Whoa, plot twist.
I won't lie, Tom. You really I didn't know how to feel about you, because at that time
Was it my dashing good looks?
Yes, that was it.
To
No,
me,
that
it
was definitely
seemed
it.
like a weird complex of behaviors, I guess, from you. And then, and then the very first proper interaction I had with you was when me and Sam were on the trampoline, and you guys were doing wrestling.
Oh man. Oh god.
Yes, Sam, you are not getting out of this. We are doing wrestling streams on this podcast every once in a while.
Okay.
Oh, God.
All right. Not today because
No.
I have not prepared my notes on Steve Austin and why Kofi Kingston is the best wrestler there is. Anyway, we'll move on.
So yeah.
So
We'll definitely go in for those of you who might be interested in this side of our past, me and Sam have been WWE stans since 2010.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
2010?
Maybe a bit earlier.
Yeah, I'll
Fox
say
8 was a
earlier.
lovely part of our childhood.
I think the first show we ever watched was hiring out a copy of Royal Rumble 2000 was it 2000? No, it was 2009.
Which one did John Cena win?
Oh no, yeah, 2008. I remember the main match I remember from that, despite the Rumble, was Orton versus Jeff Hardy, where he jumps off the entire friggin'
Yeah, that's still
off
one of my
all
number
the
one
equipment, and they can't finish the match because none of them move after that stunt.
Yeah. That's still one of my favorite all-time moments. But anyway, we're getting off topic here. We come back. We come back. The amount of wrecked trampoline springs from our wrestling matches. It's lovely that Dad had a full box full of these springs so that we could just replace them whenever we needed to.
To be honest, I'm surprised Mum and Dad weren't never more mad for the number of springs we broke.
Oh, I guess that's true. But I mean, I think he also just had a whole bunch left over from other shit anyway.
I think they were just happy. I think they were just happy that regardless of whatever we did, we didn't go so far as to knock each other face first off the trampoline, though we did tumble off them a couple of times.
Yeah, you say a couple of times. I feel like every time we got into those I'd say it's just fake wrestling that we did on the trampoline. I was always teamed up on it, and I didn't understand why.
I'll give you a hint. It's because you're the opposite of me.
Fair enough, I guess.
When you're taller than everyone else, you automatically become a target.
I don't know why, because it's not like I was the big one. Alright?
You were just a small. You were just like a fig. You're just like a. Oh no. You're just like a fig tree, tall and lanky.
Yeah, I've had that in the past. So yeah, that's how I met you guys.
Anyway,
that's how we met. Oh, that's great.
What about Callum?
Yeah.
Callum's not here at the moment, but how did we all meet Callum?
Oh man, see, I know this story, but I feel like it's probably up to Tom to tell this story.
Yeah. The thing is, like, unfortunately, my memory is absolute garbage. It has been for like years. Like, it's not short term. It's not short or long term memory loss. I just like forget things a lot. So, from what I do remember, I think it was like a similar thing to you, Mitch, you and Sam. That I met him when I got when I first started. Like, I think I was like year 5, and then I came to the school at the end of year 4, and then I started at year 5, which was around 11, I think.
Yeah, so we were 7, 8. Yeah, so 11.
10, 11.
Year 2, we were 8. Yeah.
And I pretty much Mrs. P or Mrs. Peck, always like. I think it's like I found myself like very alone throughout that period, that I didn't really have any social skills or friends. So she kind of just paired us up, and well, away we went, I guess. Like, I think it's kind of a thing where I just kind of stuck after that day. I kind of like just stuck to him, but maybe I'm remembering that wrong. Like, that's
Well, it's interesting because the way obviously our parents have a very specific way of describing it, but they make it sound like initially you guys didn't necessarily like each other, but like, man, if you remembered, I don't know, like, obviously I wasn't there, but I don't know how your camp went that year, because you guys
that camp sucked. I do remember that camp, but I'm pretty sure, like, I thought we met long before then.
Oh, you would have, yeah.
Yeah, Callum had a unfortunate habit at the time of like making fun of how short I was, like a lot of people did. And I won't go into details about what happened at the camp, because like, not exactly a fond memory.
Excuse me.
But yeah, after that camp, like, Callum was the one who kind of stood up for me after that. So we kind of just stuck together ever since, I guess.
Yeah, and I mean, we have a lot of, fun stories from our childhood, because Callum used to come over all the time. It's like he's not here to talk about this stuff, but maybe on the next one when he's here.
You could do like a quick catch up, I guess.
Yeah, Callum can introduce himself and discuss all the extra bits of all his love, all his whimsies during our childhood, let's say.
Yeah, because like, we used to play a lot of games. Creek tag was one of my favorites, I think.
Oh yeah, like Sam and I used to live like we lived down in the countryside like for our childhood, and we used to have this like creek that almost never filled up with any water. It wasn't a big creek, but it definitely was a place where oftentimes we just spent like running through it or playing, or like you said, playing tag.
Yeah, and like it used to be cool because like eventually you'd figure out this strategy, like, I've got to start wearing dark clothes so I can blend in with the foliage and stuff and they won't see me.
Wow, you actually really went hardcore thinking on those things.
Oh, but it was hardcore. You have a group of boys and it's just eventually going to be like, I'm going to win this game if it costs me my life.
It got to a point where literally it felt like we were like Predator. To state, we We must stay perfectly still. Hunters rely on movement.
If the creek was particularly wet, you could stick your fingers in and put a little mud on your face, you know?
Now you're going into Rambo Predator.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, baby, let's go.
I'll be back.
I don't need.
Oh no,
did
that's
we ever do that when I was over there? Because I don't have any memory of it.
I actually don't know.
I don't think
so.
I
think that was primarily
when Callum was there, then probably not.
No,
I think that was primarily like Callum and our old mate Lockie when he was around.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. And then there was the other thing that we used to do was when you had Dan, Lockie, and Callum over, and Dad was like, "You're all not allowed inside," and kicked you all out, and you had to create a rope swing.
Yeah, essentially, like,
jeez,
leave it up to the old man to give us 10 acres of land to work with, and he says you're not allowed in this house until dusk.
Wow,
Oh, that was funny. That rope swing was so good, though.
Yeah, I won't lie, to be told to get out of the house and then just find a whole bunch of random things that you can do, it's satisfying to me. I can't lie.
Oh man, because like escalating that, I remember when Dad got to the point where he was like, "Nah, you guys play Xbox too much, so I'm gonna take it away," and he took it away for a year. And
yeah.
we built a Initially, we tried to build a campfire out of bricks, and that didn't work. So then we built like the side of a playhouse, like a tree house. Like hammered in a bunch of nails into some wood. That we did like just the side. We didn't do anything else. I just remember
we just did a wall.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like when you're younger, you lose interest in things quicker.
That's true. Yeah, like, video games don't help with that, I guess.
Well, no, video games is the exception to me in my childhood.
I used to love going to your house just so we could play video games.
Yeah, you loved coming over just for that reason.
I mean, to be fair, like I think there was like one point I like stayed up until like 2 o'clock in the morning playing on Callum's Xbox while everyone else was sleeping, just because like if I go home, I'm never gonna be playing Xbox again.
Yep.
Oh, that's not so bad, Tom. I have 4 words that Sam might know and know the story to it. Sonic All-Stars Racing.
Well, that's that is 4 words. You're right. Yeah. And yes, I understand what you mean.
So you're thinking that like 2 a.m. is like an insane time to be playing games while everyone else is asleep. Boy, I wanted to keep playing Sonic All-Stars Racing through the entire night at Richard's place.
God damn.
That was the best game, though. Like,
yeah, no one wanted to play it afterwards.
All right, Sonic All-Stars Racing or Sonic Heroes?
Sonic All-Stars Racing.
All-Stars Racing.
Damn it!
I haven't done Heroes.
I played Heroes, and Heroes is great. I love it, but it is no Sonic All-Stars Racing at 2 a.m. It was like the Mario Kart of our generation, except that people are going to say Mario Kart is the Mario Kart of our generation. I want to slap them.
To be like, I think we should put some clarification. Like, if we actually do like start discussing gaming, I think like one of the main ones we need to put up is that we are Sonic stans, because we haven't, especially I haven't played a Mario game. Like, I think the only Mario game I played was the original Mario vs. Sonic at the Olympic Games. I have
that was fun.
I have Odyssey and Mario Party and the new Mario Kart for the Switch, but I haven't had the time to like play them outside of Mario Kart.
Yeah, I've only played the original 64 at the spawn point bar, and I haven't yeah, I haven't played anything else other than Smash Bros and stuff. Like
my experience with Mario probably goes as far as like Mario Party. That's probably about it, and Mario Kart, obviously, but
yeah,
but yeah,
Mario.
I don't know much outside of that. Because
Yeah.
for me, if we're talking about those type of things like Mario, I always had Crash Bandicoot and Sonic.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I had like the original Spyro for a little bit, but then it's like I kind of like I played it once at a friend's house and it was okay, but the graphics were a bit to me. But Spyro Hero's Tale was always a highlight.
My one of the favorite games growing up, because just talking about Crash Bandicoot, is the first Crash Bandicoot game we had was The Wrath of Cortex.
Oh my god, yeah.
Good game,
So many
good
people
game.
hate that game, and to this day, I don't get why.
God,
Yeah,
so
me neither.
good. Like, how fun is that game?
Granted, like I imagine a lot of people's perceptions are probably like clouded like by the original trilogy, and I mean, I've never played the original trilogy. I've only played like the first game on the new Insane trilogy, but I imagine like, yeah, all right. Don't know how I feel about that, but if that's
Isn't
what you want to
the
go with, sure.
isn't the Insane trilogy just the remake? Like, not a remake. Well, it is a remake, isn't it? 'Cause they redid everything.
A remake remaster thing. Like they've given it more modern graphics, but the gameplay is essentially the same.
Yeah, not much has changed.
Minus a few tweaks.
Okay. Yeah, and I don't like. I played it a little bit. I've got it. Like it's
Yeah.
collecting dust, essentially, because like
Disappointed.
Sorry.
I mean, I'm pretty much the same thing. Like I played it a little bit. Like I go as far as like beating the first major boss, but then it's like, yeah, I've got other games to play. Kind of the same thing with like the Reignited trilogy for Spyro. Still up to the first game, but most of my experience with like seeing what this game has to offer is just watching cutscenes on YouTube.
I ended up playing through most of it. I think I got through the first 2 games on there. But I did the thing where I collected all the gems. Like, I could.
Yeah.
I would all the gems. But the best Spyro game, like Crash Bandicoot, it's not the original trilogy. The best Spyro game is A Hero's Tale, hands down.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely behind that. Well, I don't know if it's objectively the best, but for us, based on nostalgia alone, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's the only game you can probably run in like 4 hours.
Yeah, give or take.
Yeah, it doesn't take that long. You can get most of the gems by that point too.
I have no.
How's Spyro fared for you, Mitch?
I have no real experience with Spyro or the Heroes game that you were talking about then, Sam.
Wow, that's unfortunate. All right, Mitch, get out of the podcast. We're doing this.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about Spyro for an hour.
Jeez. I'm sorry. I'll go and talk
No.
I'll go make my own podcast about Crash Bandicoot and Sonic, okay?
Take your recording equipment and fuck off.
Take your freaking guilty crown Sprite and go away.
Oh, now you're hitting the hard spot.
I tell you guys, we need to do like all of us need to do a top 10 or at least a top 5 anime list, and then we just need to roast each other about it.
Okay. Well, you see, considering you're the one who keeps bringing up that idea, and considering we're moving away from Spyro, which I'm sad about.
All right, shall we stick with Spyro or just?
That's all right. We can move on. We'll come back to it at some point.
I won't lie. Like, I pretty much watched another podcast called The Rant Cafe where they pretty much do like the exact same thing, but pretty much most channels these days have like a top 10 anime. So, what are you gonna do?
It would be like with the trend of podcasters.
Fuck podcasters. podcast trends. We just talk about random shit and then eventually end up on top 10 lists.
You wanna be on the trends at start, and then you go on to that random shit.
Let's start the trend of just random shit first, though.
Good luck.
All right. Well, if we're going back to random shit, all right.
It's fine. You brought up the anime, right?
All
so
right.
considering you bring it up so much, you're gonna start us off.
Nah. We'll save that for another episode. I'll gladly be the first one, and you guys can roast my list for all you want.
I'm gonna roast it right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to get my list if that's the case.
I don't even think I've watched 10 animes.
I consider I need at least a week. Like I've got so many ones to consider. I need at least like a little bit of time to fully assemble a list.
Yeah,
I already know what my number one is. It's been like that for the last 5-10 years. But...
I really need to consider how many animes I have watched and how many I would rank in the top 10.
I literally think I can count the amount of animes I've started, because I haven't finished that many animes. The amount of animes I've started on 2 hands, I think that's it. I don't think
how about we
get to 10.
Well, how about we stick with top 5 then?
Well, I can do top 5.
Top 5's alright, yeah.
Yeah. I definitely know, there are a lot of anime that I've given a go but haven't finished, and there are a lot of anime that I watched years and years ago, but don't remember it well enough to consider it top quality. But a top 5, yeah, I could do that.
Okay, then kick us off, buddy.
Really? Our debut episode? Freaking lead up.
He really just wants to get onto this anime talk.
Wow. All right.
Is that actually happening?
No, let's not do it this time. Let's leave something. This is basically our introductory episode. Let's leave something for our big topics for I don't know, advertised ahead or something.
So what you're saying is we have spent the last 5 to 10 minutes talking about this, and we're still not even gonna do a teaser on it.
Well, I mean,
all right,
that's fair.
All right, tell you what. Next week, I'll gladly I'll gladly come up with my list.
I realized top 10. Okay, fine. What is the single worst anime you have ever watched of all time? And you two have seen more than me, and I've seen some pretty good animes, and haven't really seen anything bad. So, go.
Well, that to me just comes to the animes that I've given up on.
Okay, we can do that.
Yeah.
And guarantee if I state this as the worst anime, I know I'm going to be wrong. I just haven't seen past episode 1.
Well, see, it's always subjective. Everyone's gonna be an absolute freaking critic about it, but
True.
best you can just say your opinion.
Yeah. So, what's your opinion, boys? Best anime of all time is when they do the SAO and Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged series on YouTube.
Oh god, dude,
oh my god, the SAO Abridged is amazing.
I don't even consider them animes. I just call them parodies.
No, they're not animes.
They are parodies, but they're so good.
The best parodies you'll ever watch.
But if you want to get into the topics of the worst animes, to me personally, and once again, I haven't seen past episode 1 because I'm watching a lot more. It's The Day I Was Reincarnated as a Slime.
I actually want to watch that though.
Yeah, something tells me if you watch past the first episode, it might not be your worst.
Yeah, because all the other animes that I've seen, I've liked.
Oh no.
The thing is, yeah.
But then, if you also, because, as I said, that's probably not a fair judgment, as I haven't seen past episode 1. But, in all honesty, I think Dragon Ball Z is actually getting pretty down that list just because of how repetitive it is.
Yeah, like I've never watched Dragon Ball outside of like a few. I think I watched like the Goku versus Frieza fight when I was a kid, but yeah, I pretty much have heard a lot about it that I really holds no interest to me.
I mean, I love the art of Dragon Ball Z. I have posters for it just because it's great art. But if you look at the story, it's literally, oh look, there's essentially Superman of this world. He's gone and fight someone, and then he's too weak, but then he goes to someplace, trains up, and then he's back, and then he fights another person, then he loses, and then he goes back to training to then go back to another fight.
Lee arc.
Yeah. Like Dragon Ball just sounds like it has so many problems, like the whole like power scouter thing, like that
Well,
little like this weird computer thing that they hold over their eye. They only held it for like a little while before they got rid of it, just because like every single time they would look at a person, they would read their power level, and then the numbers eventually just got way too much that it's like, you know what? It's a better narrative tool just to get rid of the damn thing.
Um, well, here's the thing. It started Dragon Ball Z, or Dragon Ball, I should say, started in 1986. Do you really think that the creators of the show could keep on getting ideas all the way through to now in 2021?
Well, we do have like Dragon Ball Super going, so
Yeah, but they don't change the story, really.
I imagine they've got something. And to be fair, like yeah, but to be fair, like they do add a few good characters. Like, or I've never watched it, but I have seen a few clips, and I did watch a death battle episode where it was like where they featured one of Dragon Ball Z's newest protagonists, Beerus, the big purple cat god.
It's actually relatively old in the series now.
Can I
Really?
interject here?
Yeah.
Because I have something now to say about Dragon Ball, even though I've never watched it. This whole conversation would deeply offend one of my work friends' husbands, who collects Dragon Ball shit and bought one of those super expensive pop vinyls of Vegeta.
Well, I apologize in advance.
Yeah,
And
I
also,
apologize too. Of all the characters in Dragon Ball, Vegeta sounds like he's one of the better ones. Goku, on the other hand, not so much.
So,
and
yeah,
then there's also a KSI with his diamond-covered Beerus. So that is all. That is all I have to contribute.
they're my experiences with what would be considered to me as the worst anime. Like, there's still a lot more on the list that I want to watch, and there's guaranteed to be one that is worse. I just haven't come across it.
I don't think Dragon Ball is the worst anime. Like there are many, especially in modern times, that I think are worse. I've never seen them, but I watch some YouTubers who have gone like full meme with it because it's just so goddamn awful. What was it called? There was this like really weird fantasy one. Let me see.
So today's sponsor is nobody, because we do not have sponsors. Thought I should interject here for a little bit until
I wish we had sponsors. My god, that would be awesome.
Here we go.
Figure out what he's talking about. I'm gonna save the silence a little bit.
Peter Grill and the Philosopher's Time. Basically, the whole premise of this is that the main protagonist is a knight who is the strongest in the land, and he wants to get with like this with the princess who is celibate. But the problem is that he's like because he's so powerful, like so many other women want to get together with him.
Yeah,
and so he pretty much even though he wants to get with the princess, he always ends up cheating on her. So it's like,
dude,
yeah, okay,
are you
got
talking about an actual thing? I looked it up, and the first thing I see is what looks like a harem show.
It is. It's ugh. It's like not all of them can be like SAO. Let's put it that way.
So
Listen,
I searched it up
Bucko,
on...
you don't talk bad about SAO. I talk bad about SAO.
I searched it up on Google, and the 4 questions for Peter Grill and the Philosopher's Time is Peter Grill and the Philosopher's Time censored? Is Peter Grill and the Philosopher's Time a harem? Is Peter Grill a harem? Is Peter Grill and the Philosopher's Time dubbed?
Please don't make it dubbed. We don't need to torture ourselves anymore.
No.
What the fuck?
Did you look it up too?
See? That's an indication of like the worst
very
anime.
close.
Is when like you can just go, what the, when you haven't even seen it.
Anime Peter Grill. Oh god.
Yeah.
God, now I've
That's
got you guys curious, haven't I?
That's hentai, dude. Why is that on Crunchyroll?
Because
it has a 2.8
anime.
star rating.
It's
2.8.
It's not a hentai, Sam. It's a comedy fantasy.
Oh yeah, kind of like a Hoonie Pop, is it? I'm not spending my $20 gift card on the Steam store on fucking Hoonie Pop.
I didn't spend money for it. Okay.
Wow,
I'm
Mitch,
sitting here watching
I had
it.
no idea your tastes were so distinct.
No. You see, I do streaming too, and the viewers have given me Hoonie Pop 1 and 2.
Oh my
You won
god.
afterwards, what the fuck? Oh wait, no, you played one first, didn't you?
Yeah, I got gifted one a while ago.
I was just there when 2 came through.
Yeah.
Thanks, God.
Either way, can we just agree that we should not recommend to anyone this friggin' anime or any of the Hoonie Pops?
Depends on the rating.
I recommend Hoonie Pop if you are into that kind of thing.
I don't.
Nope.
Or if you're into that kind of thing, but you're not into like the Hoonie Pop style of it. Yeah, it's yeah.
So if you're going, if you're saying like if you're into it, I'll just say go watch hentai. Like
Yeah.
don't bother with anything else. Like this does not look satisfying at all.
Yeah,
And
this is a
Hoonie
lot
Pop
of work
just
for
doing
very little
puzzles.
payoff.
Yeah.
Almost zero payoff for it.
Ugh.
Great.
I'm so glad we got onto this.
Ugh. Can we like move along? We now know what the we know what the worst anime is. I'm pretty sure there's worse anime than this, though it'll be a very, very dark hole to find them.
Hang on, let me go into incognito mode.
Oh god.
No, I'm not. I'm willing to move past that. I'll be glad to move past that.
We don't need this level of depravity on the podcast.
No,
Not
we're
at
clean.
this stage.
We're a clean, happy service that respects all.
We just wait till we have 0 viewers. Oh wait, haha, let's go.
No, we wait until we actually have a whole bunch of people, and then we do our random shit, which includes this.
That's gross.
Oh,
Just a group of grown-ass men talking about.
Talking about some of the worst things on the face of the planet and trying to move along. God, this make. Ugh.
Hey, so what are we moving on to? What is the next topic?
Alright.
Doggos.
What?
What?
Doggos. You know, like
You can't.
dogs.
Dude.
Alright, we can talk about dogs.
No, I'm just trying to like wildly change away from the Hoonie Pop conversation.
Yeah, you're the one that started that shit.
I know. Yeah, I don't really want to talk about dogs.
Yeah.
This is the only
All
thing
right.
I-
So
Do we wanna go-
back? Let's cycle it back. You asked the question of what is the worst anime.
Yes.
We've already covered that. Why aren't we
Yeah.
moving on?
Because
definitive
I
answer.
was gonna
Definitive
say,
answer on that. Though.
I was gonna say, in your opinions, what is the worst movies you guys have seen?
Oh, Fair
Ooh.
Demon's Land. By far, the
Really?
single worst movie I've ever seen.
I need to search this up because it sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's critically acclaimed for being really, really good psychological thing. But I remember watching it for the first time because it's all about convicts who escape from their forced labours, their forced imprisonment in Tasmania, which at the time was called Van Diemen's Land, as the few of us here know.
Yeah.
For people who don't know, Australia is essentially two parts. You've got the massive mainland, which is what everyone knows about, and then this tiny little island off the bottom called Tasmania. And essentially, we had convicts all over the country, but there was a very large convict population in Van Diemen's Land, which is Tasmania. They've changed the name. But this movie was all about them escaping and then their psychological problems as they were escaping without food, without water, whatever. Concept, amazing. Execution, terrible. Like, they're essentially just walking in circles for the entire movie. And then they end up seeing themselves in trees. And it's like, I'm not high enough to watch this.
Yeah, because I got it up on the computer here, and I'm reading through the synopsis of it, and it seems like it would be a good movie.
Yeah.
But it is absolutely not. And if you would like to watch it, you can add it to that like cult following of movies that were supposed to be good but are actually terrible.
I'm pretty sure some people would like disagree with you. I mean, I only have like a Family Guy episode for reference, but I get the feeling that Seth MacFarlane is not a fan of The Godfather.
Ooh,
Wait,
Godfather.
so you've never watched The Godfather?
I've never watched The Godfather, but apparently, like, one of the jokes that he puts in, like, one of his episodes, I've only seen the clip, but the entire family is stuck in a isolation chamber and they're about to drown, and Peter just randomly just comes up and says, "Oh, there's one thing I need to tell you all before I die. I did not like The Godfather. I did not get it at all." And everyone's just, like, spending the next 2 minutes just trying to convince him, like, it's the best movie ever, and he's like, "Sorry, I just don't get it."
Oh, well...
I mean, the ratings for it is 9.2 out of 10.
Yeah, I don't think you can... it needs to be a movie you've watched, really. You can't really go off what Seth MacFarlane says. Jesus.
True. You can't go off another person's opinion.
I mean, I love Ted, but, like, arguably it is, like... It is comedy at a particular level.
Oh, you want to know what the worst movie is? I know it's the worst movie because I have seen it, but I don't remember it for the life of me. No. A Million Ways to Die in the West.
Oh, I really want to watch that.
It's like, I've watched it a bit, and then it's like, nope.
Oh, really? It's got Neil Patrick Harris, though.
No, Family Guy was funnier than this, and it's done by the same guy.
I've probably gone on about mine to you guys before, but... like, seeing that we're talking about it, I need to bring it up again. And it's Rubber. 2010.
Rubber?
Yeah, Rubber.
What do you mean, rubber or flubber?
Rubber.
Like a condom?
No. A tire.
Are you sure it's not a condom?
No, it's a...
Down, boy.
Okay. The plot or the description of this movie is literally 2 lines on Google, and it says, "A car tire comes to life with the power to make people explode and goes on a murderous rampage to the California desert."
What?
I've seen this, but I had to do it when I was in a drunk state. And
but,
with the researchers here, it's showing that there's a second one.
Okay, but like, is that a movie that was intentionally bad, like Sharknado, or is that like a movie that was supposed to be good but it's just bad?
I have no clue.
There you go. Are there any movies you know, like, that you've watched that are kind of like an A-list but they're just really bad?
Oh god, I've seen so many A-list films though.
Yeah, but usually another one that sticks out to me, actually, I can't remember what it's called, but it's essentially all about how it's got Ben Affleck, Neil Patrick Harris, and I can't remember the female, the actress in it. Essentially, like, she disappears, and I think they're framing him for her murder or whatever. And then she goes and she escapes to Neil Patrick Harris's house and then kills him. Spoilers.
Well, we don't even know the name for it, so you're totally spoiling it.
I think it's called Lucy, actually. I think it's called Lucy. And then she comes back and, like, they get back together, but he knows that, like, she killed Neil Patrick Harris's character. And it's kind of like this awkward thing for a while. Like, that's the whole movie. That's the whole movie. That was bad. It's critically acclaimed as well. It's just terrible.
Just someone being accused for murder.
Yep.
It's
not even like Double Jeopardy, where like she gets accused of the murder, serves the time in prison, then actually finds out he's still alive and kills him, and then she gets away with it because Double Jeopardy.
The funny thing is, I think our tastes are a bit marred because, like, we're going off about critically acclaimed movies, and yet one of our favorite childhood memories is Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Okay, but that is an incredible film.
Hey, I'm not disagreeing. I love it, but apparently it's not well received by other people.
Oh, I mean, that movie and the Holy Grail? That has the knight who gets his arms and legs chopped off.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Yeah. That and the Robin Hood Men in Tights. Yeah.
How could you say that something from Monty Python is bad?
It's good. I'm saying that they're good, you know. But people say they're bad, and it's like, oh, nah, man.
I mean, for God's sake, the scene with Arthur versus the Black Knight is always hilarious, no matter what time, no matter when it is.
Oh, you brought this up when you were here, Sam. Kung Pao.
Oh no! Okay, that is like an intentionally bad movie that is just absolutely amazing.
It's so bad, it's great.
I remember your brother peeing himself the first time we watched it.
Oh no! You know what? I've got my worst movie ever. Like, this movie is just it's just so bland and forgettable. It's called Merlin, but it's like it follows like Merlin transported himself and the Knights of the Round Table to like the 20th century, and it's like, okay, this is a great premise, but everything about it is just so boring. I saw it at a friend's place once, and then again later on, and I'm just like, yeah, I can get why it's not very well liked.
Okay, I would like to counterpoint this. I understand. Shockingly bad movie, but it actually got me interested in Merlin and stuff. Considering how bad it was, I remember there was this electricity thing where it was so ridiculous, right? It was.
I think it was like we're going to use an entire electrical plant to open a portal to another dimension in the middle of Stonehenge.
But then we'll also pretend that it's a cultist ceremony that doesn't require any science and it's all magic. It made no sense. Like,
and the only way to kill Merlin is to use a device which unleashes like energetic pulses that can cause earthquakes.
Exactly. It's so bad, but I love it because it was just one of those movies you watch when you're just drunk off your face. Yeah. Wish we were drunk. Would have made that much more hilarious.
That's gonna be a common thing for me and watching horrible movies is that I need the drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you guys ever tried going through any like Illumination movie drunk? I think one guy that I subscribe to, he does like D&D alignments for certain paints. He's called from the YouTube channel The Loading Crew, and one of the things he says that the Illuminations, The Grinch, was so bland and boring he couldn't even watch it when he was drunk.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think it was that good. I think the original Grinch is such an iconic film.
Oh, the animated Grinch.
Yeah.
I thought it was talking
about What about Jim Carrey's?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The original Grinch is iconic, you know? Yeah.
The original Grinch is like the animated one for long ago.
Oh, no, I meant Jim Carrey's one as the original. I didn't know there was another one.
Yeah.
That one is dark as hell.
Is it?
It's like, why does this story have to be so dark?
I really want to go back and rewatch some things and just look hard into the details of it.
Lord fuckwad. I will bring it up every fucking time. I don't care if we talked about this yesterday. Like, I would bring it up every time that I don't know how that movie got away with so much shit. And also, no D&D DM, no Dungeon Master can sit there and go, your bard cannot fuck a dragon, but DreamWorks can sit there and go, a donkey fucked a dragon. You can't say anything about that.
So you guys know how I have this creation bard ready to play for our D&D, right?
Right.
Callum messaged me at the start of last week, I think, and we were going on about it, and there was one thing that he asked, and it was, is your bard going to keep going around seducing things? And I'm like,
did he say things as in like people, or just like of like different races, or things like as in trees and rocks?
Everything. Dude, there was a video from One Shot Cresters, and no matter what the bard touched, it got impregnated.
Oh my.
So
oh god.
That's fucking terrible.
But yeah, I am making sure that that I'm telling him that I have a partner with this character, and it's not going to be going around doing the stereotypical bard things.
Okay. Look. Stereotypical bard. You want stereotypical bard? Watch The Witcher. Freaking Dandelion is like
best. Dandelion should be DJ Khaled. I think it's wrong that he's not DJ Khaled. We the best Witcher would be much better than we the best music. Honestly. Toss a coin to your Witcher. Just dropped into every single song that he makes.
I remember when that song first came out, I kept like playing it, and you like hated me for like a month because it kept getting stuck in your head.
Fucking annoying.
I mean, I didn't even watch the series, and I got it stuck in my head just because it was trending.
It's a good song. It's a great song.
It is. I agree with you on that.
Still, the context of it is honestly like it's so far from what the song portrays, but that's the point.
Oh, it's sketchy as fuck. Like,
and it's like Gerald actually. I love it when like Gerald just like comes up to us like, "That's not what happened. Why are you singing this?" He's like, "History won't remember the truth."
Yeah, exactly. We don't let the facts cloud a very good story. It's like that time I found the Holy Grail.
Yes.
You're really trying.
Would you like me to tell that? I'll tell that story. All right.
All right, you go ahead.
It was inspired. I thought the events in an Adventure Time episode where he goes and he eats this egg apocalypse thing, you know, this gigantic egg plate, and he ends up finding a trucker hat, which is supposed to be the Holy Grail. It's very much inspired by those events. I feel like the Jesus was like, you know what, Adventure Time's going to come out eventually, and this is what's going to happen. So I better like inspire it that way. So essentially, I go into this bar downtown. Let's call it the Holy Grailisms. And essentially, that's not creative at all, but we're going to go with it. Essentially, their challenge was you have to drink 3 buckets, and I mean like, you know, solid 3-liter buckets of martinis. Okay, the ones that are like a tequila thing, absinthe and whatnot. So you drink all those, and then you get sent to the Holy Grail area with this old guy who's like, choose wisely, you know. But like, I can't make this story interesting because it's already shit.
Yeah.
I would pay you to see you drink 3 full buckets, like 3 full-size buckets of martinis.
Challenge accepted.
Dude, that would be a fun challenge.
for our Patreon pre-show.
Yep, I'll have to do
Tune in
it.
for the 3-bucket martini challenge.
That's the thing. I got the martinis right here.
Well, now that you say it, dunk, dunk, dunk.
And it's actually sponsored by a martini brand.
Jesus Christ.
Who even makes fucking martinis? Jesus, I don't even know.
Me neither. Anyway, you're
Sponsored
going on
by
about the
vodka.
Holy Grail.
Oh yeah, so you know, you come in, the old man's like, you know, he's like from How I Met Your Mother. Jesus planned that too, and he's like, you know, choose wisely, and I'm like, cool, all right. So I walk in, and I see a bunch of cups, you know, like one's a Steiner, you know, one's like a full-on wine glass from my mum's cupboard, and I'm like, fuck, that's probably it. But no, we move on. So then you see like several different chalices, you know. Probably there seems to be some sort of like trough in there. Thought that might have been it for a while. Apparently not. A few dice holders. I'm now using items in my immediate vicinity to help with the story. And then like one last Jedi cup, and I was like, "That's fucking horrible. Why would you do this? Like, you know that movie's terrible. Like, why would you put this here?" And he was like, "Oh man,
God, we're gonna go on a Star Wars
gotta-
skill, aren't we?
gotta stand Star Wars." You know, I was like, "Oh fuck, fair enough." You know. So I see this cup, and it's this tiny little shot glass with a Zenyatta on it. Waiting to see how much Mitch is paying attention to this. He's gone. I don't think he's here.
God, you brought him to the point where he's left the podcast.
I can tell a boring ass story. Let's go. Wait, where do you think he's going?
Huh?
Oh,
You were waiting.
Yeah, I was away for a second because I needed to go get a drink.
Oh, now he doesn't know the end of the story, Tom. Wow, that's an amazing
Ready?
story.
Yeah, let's just say it devolved into Hobbiton.
Is that the Canadian club? What the fuck?
No, it's Pepsi.
But yeah, moral of the story
Lame.
is I found out that the Holy Grail was not a Holy Grail at all. It was just a beer hat that you get at like baseball games. Yeah,
I mean, that makes all the sense in the world to me.
Jesus was a Chad.
What?
Really? Okay.
I don't.
Next topic.
Thanks for listening to my bullshit.
We're done.
Oh,
So now you can leave. You finish your podcast part. So.
I mean, you're probably right.
He actually left.
He actually left for a bit.
Oh, I'm back, boy.
Oh shit.
Is that miss me?
Oh dear. How long have we been going?
Just over an hour.
Oh shit. No, I mean we can keep going, or we can be like, wow, we made it to an hour without really talking about anything other
We
than
can talk shit.
Yeah. It's nice to know that 3 of us can talk shit for an hour.
Well, I mean, do we have any other topics?
Well, I mean, do we want to officially start planning what this podcast is going to be about, or do we just want to keep talking about random stuff?
This podcast will be about how you should drink more Gamers Subs. Gamers Subs, please sponsor us. Other than that, no.
I mean, our whole aim for this podcast is to just create. It's not like we came in with a plan.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, this episode wasn't obvious with that, was it? Jesus.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't have known.
Wait, how much of the hour was us talking, being weird at the start, and not knowing what to do?
Not very
Probably
long,
about-
actually. It was probably like 5 to 10 minutes, I'd say.
Okay. Well, yeah. Hopefully in the next few podcasts we actually have a plan.
Well, we already know that soon enough we're going to be talking about, like, top animes and then roasting them.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah,
Maybe
you
we can
wanna-
talk about our favorite games or some of our best gamer stories.
yeah, I think a lot of the first few podcasts is going to be talking about ourselves or things that we like and details about it.
Yeah.
I think that we're gonna still be getting some fun times out of it. Like, if we couldn't tell from this one as well.
Yeah, this is pretty good. This is kind of funny.
Yeah.
I wasn't funny, but this was kind of funny.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if anyone actually does start watching this, like, I'm pretty sure you'll tell us like which one of us were funny and which one of us were like either cringy or just plain lame.
I will take the cringe title and wear it
My-
proudly.
My money's on me being lame.
Hey, I don't want to be the funny one.
Nah, you're just the stoic one. In that case, none of us are fun. It's like we're all funny, but one of us is so unfunny that he's funny. One of us is lame funny, and the other one of us is cringe.
Yep.
Yeah. That's pretty much us.
Does anyone wanna shout out their social medias? I guess. Any? Mitch.
Well, I mean, obviously you got our channel, which we'll put this up on. Go watch videos, subscribe, and yeah, like all that stuff. For socials, working on them.
We'll get something, don't you worry.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys can do whatever you want if you want to anything.
Hit me up on Twitch. Yep.
Yeah, thanks for the name and everything else that comes with it.
Twitch.tv/BCG_pickpocket. So yeah.
But yeah.
I don't really have. Once again, I'm the lame one. I don't have much social media outside my own Facebook page. So if you want to ask questions, like follow us on our podcast Facebook page, I guess.
Leave comments.
In the video.
For those that do end up watching, leave comments and let us know what you want to hear. Some things you want to know. Well, yeah, just general stuff.
Well, anyway, this has been fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For first off, yes, it's been good.
This has been Pickpocket, aka Sam.
To the channel, it's AvatarGames YT, Mitch.
I know my cat. And from here, NightWolf, aka Tom.
Yeah.
Alright. See you later, boys.
That's the name to be decided podcast.
Rated 5 stars on Spotify for you didn't have enough episodes to get on Spotify.